All right, folks. Well, thanks so much for tuning in with us today. As you can see here, we're getting ready to do a tactical size comparison between some of the bags we've had here on the channel. Some are new and some are just our fan favorites and that I enjoy using every season. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button to the YouTube channel. Let's get right on into it. All right, folks, like I said, I'm a bit of a backpack guru. I'm always looking for the next new backpack, and these aren't always what's super, hyped on the market today and those kind of things. It's really what I find is a very practical backpack for the budget-friendly outdoorsman like myself. I'm just an average Joe. I've purchased all of these backpacks on my own, out of my own money. And I just enjoy them, so hopefully I can share this with you, just maybe point you in the right directions if you're looking for one of these packs. Alright folks, like I said, really super excited to come at you here today, and the first pack on the list that I haven't done a review on that's new to the channel is this Condor 3-Day Assault Pack, and let me tell you, it is a beast. I thought my LA Police Gear 72-hour bag was big, but this 3-Day Condor pack is huge. Let me tell you, there's all kinds of space and storage within this pack. Inside of this pack, and I've got a lot of great things to say about it. I got a couple of complaints about it, but first I want to do is give you a little bit of a philosophy of use of why I chose to go with the Condor 3-Day Assault Pack, and it is in direct contribution of the LA Police Gear Operator Pack. You can see how it is set up very similar. It has this admin pouch right here. It's got this long tool pouch and has these two pockets on the side. Okay, so you can see how this is set up in the exact same configuration, only larger. So really, when I came across the operator bag, it filled a lot of, checked a lot of boxes for me. The only complaint I had about it was it's just a little too small. And it was smaller than my 3-day pack, my LA Police Gear 72-hour bag. So I thought maybe this would be a great alternative as far as size is concerned on going with the Condor 3-Day Assault Pack. So needless to say, I love the layout of it. It's what drew me to this. I'm going to go over a quick few things on the outside of the bag that I like here, so let's get right into it. First, what you can see is there's MOLLE all over the outside of this pack. There's tons of MOLLE here. You got these outside pockets. I mean, you can use them to do whatever you want. And with this MOLLE, you can attach all kinds of different attachments to the outside of this bag. So let's go ahead and start with this tool pouch. It is huge. It is much larger than the tool pouch on the outside of the operator bag. It was the first thing that I noticed. I mean, you can store all kinds of stuff in here. I mean, the bag itself says that it's 55 liters, but also the LA Police Gear 72 hours bag, it says 55 liters, and this bag is much bigger. There's a lot more room in this bag than there is in the LA Police Gear 72-hour bag. You can double check me on that, but this bag is huge. I'm telling you, it is big, guys. So, and these pockets are massive in comparison. If we want to do a side-by-side on the size of these pouches, you can see with my hand here, it almost covers my hand. Look at the size difference on how far this extends. Give you a quick look here. We've got a GoPro hard case. It's like, it just dwarfs it. You can put the whole thing in there and plus and more. To give you an idea here, I'm going to put it in this same pouch here. It won't even go in. It'll barely go in. I'll give you a size comparison on the two. Okay, hope that gives you a good visualization on the size of these pouches on the outside of this bag. They're awesome. There's endless possibilities. This alone sold me on the operator bag. So when I put my tripod in and use the compression straps to hold my tripod, this is even bigger. So it just dwarfs it. It just dwarfs the 2 packs. Alright, so with these outside pockets and this huge tool pouch here on the bottom, if you're a bushcrafter, or if you're really doing some major camping away from the road for an extended period of time, this bag is big enough to carry all of your gear for sure. It is an absolute 3-day, 72. I'd say this is more than a 72-hour bag. It is huge. So let's get right back into it. Get on the outside of this. So we kind of covered the tool pouch. Again, it's massive. There's not even comparison. But let's start getting into this admin section of this. It is laid out a little bit differently. It's laid out a little bit differently than the operator bag, but very similar in comparison. You have a side pouch here, which is not on the operator bag. It only has a vertical dump pouch, so it doesn't have this paper holder carrier pocket right here. So its dump pouch is horizontal. Well, it's vertical versus just a top dump, which I kind of prefer. The dump pouch versus the side pocket, the side entry to that dump pouch. But needless to say, it will hold whatever you need to hold. You open up the admin pouch, and it is big. Now it doesn't extend all the way down, so I might have a hard time getting in there a little bit, but there's plenty of room in there, and it is set up like your LA police gear or your any other really name brand tactical bags. I'm gonna get this out of the way here so I can fold this flap down a little bit better. There we go. So you can kind of see here, you got several pockets, you got some pin holders, and like any other name brand tactical bag, you got some magazine holders. Now I don't know, I haven't tried to put an AR mag in here. It seems a little narrow when I just put my hand in there, but that's what these are intended for. They're mag carriers for sure. So plenty of organization within this admin pouch, and that is vital. I mean, I don't normally carry this for urban use with needing pens and papers, but just being able to have a pocket where you can separate everything where it's not in just one big pile at the bottom of your pocket. So some dividers are really nice. So we went on the outside, we went to the main, the admin pouch. Let's get into this main compartment here real quick. Clamshell's all the way open. I put this in here. This is my Low Pro 75 all-weather DSLR camera holster. This thing is big, folks. This is why I'm putting it in this video. It is big, and you know, so I'm either carrying this or carrying my Canon 90D in a camera backpack. But I did buy this in the intention of putting it in a backpack, and it will not fit in every backpack, but it will fit in the Condor 3-day assault pack. So this is a big camera holster. I mean, it is. All right, well, I just wanted to give you a size representation on that camera holster, just because of the size of this main compartment here. I'm going to get this out of the way. This is the hip strap belt. It attaches on a vertical slot or a Velcro slot in the back. It measures from 28 inches to 54 inches for your waistline. I do not use hip straps, But I am keeping this with this backpack because this backpack is large enough that you might need a hip strap. Even though, generally speaking, my other bags here on the table, I just leave these in a tote somewhere around the house. This one I will, there's plenty of room. I might as well keep that in case I ever do need it. I do have the hip strap. So let's go ahead and get back into this main compartment here. It does clamshell all the way open, as you can see, and it has these really nice mesh zippers pouches on the interior flap here. So it gives you some great storage. And these are big compartments, folks. I mean, they are big compartments. Okay? You can put all kinds of stuff there and give you a divider, allowing yourself to keep some additional organization within this main compartment area. So you can see here that this does have intended purposes for, you know, has these straps for a jacket, you know, hoodies, whatever. You can definitely put some cold winter gear in this compartment and still have plenty of room. It's huge, guys. I'm telling you, it has got a massive main compartment. It's big. It's big. And I'm gonna give you I'm going to put this on here in a little bit and you can just see how big that it is. And I don't want to scare you away with saying how big it is and it's big, because that's what I was looking for with this bag. I love the operator bag. It's just a little bit too small. This is the next level for sure. So, I mean, other than that, there's not a whole lot on the interior. I'm going to zip this up and we'll go back around. Just bear with me here. Let's see where we go. All right, let's look on the outside of this bag. Now, I don't know what the relationship is with LA Police Gear and Condor. I don't know if LA Police Gear has mimicked or in association with one another, but the straps are identical. As on the operator bag. So they have really nice padded straps that do not have the yoke system, but they have over-engineered the way that these straps connect to the backpack. So no question about whether they're going to endure over time. It's just I do like that yoke system. It spreads the weight distributing across the back of your shoulders a little bit farther than just in two locations pinpointed on your shoulders. All right, check it out. We've got great ventilation and great padding on the back. Here's where that waist strap goes in. I've seen some bags that had this very tight and difficult to get that in. So, and that's one reason why I've left the strap in the bag, is I think you can add this very quickly. I don't know if I'll leave the house and think that I'll need it, but if I have it, it's in the bag somewhere. You have the metal or the hard plastic frame inside of this. Gives it a little bit of rigidness in there. And it does have a bladder hole right here that comes up. It doesn't open up. It keeps it water sealed, but it allows you to run your hose up through it. So I was expecting it to flap open. Anyway, so you can put a hydration in the back, or this will easily hold a 17-inch laptop for sure. It's got multiple carry handles on the side, so you can carry this like a briefcase. Or if you're hauling it, getting it in and out of the truck, you have multiple places that you can grab and pull this. I mean, it's a really nice addition when you're loading the truck up, putting it up high, gives you another place to grab on versus lifting it like that. Give yourself an extra hand hold. Very nice. One of the things I like about the bag right there. So there's not a whole lot more to say about the outside of the bag. Now I'm going to give you some, here's some more. Here's the flaps on the hydration. These come out as well. these actually flap open, which was what I was expecting on this section right here, but it did not. These do. Grommets on every on the bottom of every compartment. I'll give you some measurements here real quick. And pull out my little cheat sheet. So it's 22 by 17 by 11. The side pockets are 9 inches by 5 by 2.5. The hydration fits 2 to 3 liters. So we're going to get into some of my dislikes. So my LA Police Gear 72-hour bag, it weighs around 5 pounds. This says it weighs 2.5, and that is a plus. I wanted to get away from a little bit heavier of a backpack because that backpack is heavy when it's empty. So this says 2.5 pounds, but one of my complaints is in doing so, I'm very used to the 900 poly denier material. It gives a little bit of a rigidness. This is a bit, it sags. It doesn't stand up quite as easy on its own. Again, you have to have a little bit of filling in it, but this pack is empty and it stands firm and tall and strong. And so that's one thing I noticed and missed when I first felt this Condor pack. So I would say it's probably in the 600. It's good material. Don't think that it's not high quality material. But when you get into LA Police Gear or 511 Tactical, you have that 1050 poly D. So it is even more rigid than the 900. 900 is a really nice range for me. I do have packs in the 600 range, this being one of them, and you can definitely just feel the difference. On that end, also the zippers are, I don't know what they are. I didn't see any information about the zippers, but they are, and it could be just the material giving away when you're trying to pull against itself. The zippers are a little bit harder compared to the operator bag of LA Police Gear. But overall, guys, if you have the need for this and looking to pick it up, it is a great pack. I haven't taken it out on more than just a couple hunts, but you know, I do have some other bags, and so I will get around to using this a little bit more. I may give you a little bit more of an update on just how I like it, but I did get it for the big bag. Like I said, it's bigger than the LA Police Gear 72-hour bag in my opinion. I may be wrong, but it certainly feels like it when you open up the main compartment. So ultimately, I think these run about $100. I got this one for $70 on eBay, brand new. So if you do a little bit of shopping around, you can get yourself one brand new for cheaper than, say, on Amazon or LA Police Gear. Condors, they're high on Condor's website. So anyway, I just thought I'd give you my 2 cents on this great 3-day pack from Condor. You can check a bit of a look of what this looks like on your back and the size of it. It comes all the way down for sure. It doesn't feel like it's a tiny back. You know, sometimes you get those little backpacks and it's just like, man, just my back's this big and the back's this big kind of deal. But this, it fills up your back really nicely. Like I said, this will carry just about anything that you need. And the straps are really nice. And the straps are really nice. They are, you know, easy to adjust. Just grab a hold of them and pull down to snug it up a little bit. Again, I don't necessarily wear the hip straps very much, but all in all, it's a great pack. Definitely will carry everything that you need. The price is right. It's got good quality. So anyway, like I said, I'll give a little bit of an update after I get a little bit more time in the field. This is really just a excited preliminary first impressions kind of video, but definitely a great pack. So let's get right back into it. Looking to buy it, but we're going to do a little bit more of a head-to-head comparison against the operator bag. So check it out. Gear. 24 and 12 hour bag. So I'll give you a little bit of a history and what's going on here and why I ended up with these two bags. And you're saying to yourself, Alan, you got to stop at some point. You've got too many bags. Well, let me tell you that each one of these bags, in my mind, fill a specific purpose. Now, I am a bit of a backpack guru. I know that. But I love comparing these bags. I hope this gives you a little bit of information. If you're in the market for one of these tactical backpacks from LA Police Gear. So here, let's take a little bit closer look first at our 24-hour bag. Now, I do have an already in the field review, my first impressions of the 24-hour bag. And I will say that for the archery season for 2024, it really filled the bill. Now, I had been previously using my operator bag from LA Police Gear quite a bit to fill that niche. But I went with the 24-hour this year just because I just wanted a bag that was a little bit bigger to help pack up at the end of the hunt, a little bit easier in the dark with a little bit more room in that main compartment. And anyway, I'm splitting hairs on that, but what I want to really do today is I want to compare the 24-hour pack with the 12-hour pack from LA Police Gear. Now, both of these bags are awesome. You can't go wrong with either one, but if you're really up in the air on which one is best for you due to the size of the bag, here, this video is for you. We're just going to do a little bit of a comparison between the two. Alright, here we go. We got our 12-hour bag and we got our 24-hour bag. Now, I will say that side by side, you can't see a whole lot of differences in the height of them. That is not where you're going to find the difference. The difference is in this main compartment area. So I almost felt when I first got the 12-hour bag, I almost felt like I could put the 12-hour bag inside of the 24-hour bag. That's what I felt like. But it has its perks. The 24 has its perks. But ultimately, they're great in construction. They're great on price. And let's just open these up and get a little bit further into it. Okay. So I do feel like the 24-hour bag fits a lot more of my needs, just for the size of it, than the 12-hour bag. Just due to the fact that when I leave the house, I'm usually carrying quite a bit of camera gear, and so I can't go on very many hunts without carrying some weight and size. That being said, the 12-hour definitely does better on scouts and lightweight type of deals. You know, if I'm just going somewhere quick and easy, I would probably grab the 12-hour over the 24. Let's go ahead and open up this main compartment area. Alright, as you can see, it clamshells all the way open. And there is a ton of space in here. I put this 3700 tackle box in here for size comparison. That way you can see just exactly how big this is, and the depth of this pocket is really big. I mean, it is for sure. I wish I could demonstrate that a little bit better. If you can see here just how big that is. It is a deep compartment. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 12-hour bag. Okay, I'm going to open up this main compartment on the 12-hour bag just to give you a size comparison with that 3700. It also clamshells all the way open, but you can see immediately the difference in space between the two. Here on the side, on the top, and also with the depth of it. So quite a bit of difference on it. But this still holds a lot of stuff. I've come to find out that you can basically pack this pretty well But once you start overloading a pack, you don't have much room to dig inside of your pack because it's too full. So I'd rather have a little bit bigger of a pack and have a little bit of room I'd rather have a little bit of room than overloading a pack to allow yourself to gain access to the items that you've put into the pack. So if you're just going on a hike, on a day adventure, definitely pick up the 12-hour bag. I mean, it's super cool. Look at it. It's got all the laser cut molle you could ever need. It's got a nice compression strap system on the side, smooth as butter zippers. I mean, I've had some packs that the zippers will hang and snag. When you're in the cold, or in the dark, trying to get those zippers open, you want those smooth zippers that you don't have to fight against, you don't have to fiddle with, you don't have to try and find them. These zippers are amazing on both the 12-hour and the 24-hour pack. The zippers are just as well on the 24-hour bag as the 12-hour bag, and so I want to give you a little bit of differences in the way that the storage is laid out. First off is this main side pouch right here, the front compartment pouch. It is a little bit different on the two. So if you look at this, it does extend out of the body of the bag, and this does not. So you do gain some additional storage in this front pouch, and I will say this right into this pouch, let you get a little bit of a difference here. Now this doesn't take up this pouch quite as much as I thought it would, but for these batteries, for additional small type cameras, vlogging cameras, whatever the case is, this pouch right here is perfect for it. And if you look at some of the other pouches across the industry, in this 12 and 24-hour range, and I'm going to use 511 Tactical as the example. This pouch is divided into two sections, so you do not get a single compartment as you do on the LA police gear. It's divided into, you get a section here and a section here, and you can't necessarily use that whole size compartment as you do in the 24-hour LA police gear versus the 24-hour 511 Tactical. All right, let's go ahead and put this same battery pack into the 12-hour. So it's definitely got room that you can put a camera, battery gear, whatsoever, you know, any kind of dump easy access items. But you can see here again that it doesn't extend out at all. So therefore, it does protrude on the inner portion of the flap here. So anything in this pouch is going to be affected. You might have a little bit of something conflict here inside of the main compartment, depending how you load your gear out. But this pouch, it is nice to have an outer zipper pocket. You can throw something in, but it does not extend outside of the pouch as it does in the 24-hour bag. Alright, so I know I got off on splitting hairs there on this front compartment, but I will say that this is probably one of the main accesses as far as self-filming is concerned that I use on a regular basis, is this pouch right here. The next one also is the admin pouch. You can throw quite a bit of tools in here. Now I know you've heard me sing the praises on the operator bag multiple times for its tool pouches, but it doesn't quite have the organization that is in these 12 and 24-hour. Now its admin pouch does have organization, don't get me wrong, but as far as the tool pouch is concerned, I think I would almost rather have this pouch and put some of my tools in this admin section for this pouch right here. Also, as we're talking about outside pockets, these felt lined glassed pockets are a lifesaver. I put keys, this is where I keep my flashlights, right here. Anything that I know that I'm going to be needing, anything I know that I'm going to be needing in the dark, in a hurry, and needing immediately, right here is a great pocket. Plenty of storage inside of it. Both of these bags have the same pocket. I think that the actually the 12 hour seems to be a little bit deeper even than the 24 hour. All right. So I figure I'd give you a quick look at what this looks like on. I love the straps of the LA police gear. This is a very small pack, as you can see on my back. Very small. One thing I've noticed about the straps on the 12 is that it feels a little tight on my big head. I'm a big guy. I know that. You know, I got a little bit of girth to me. But it feels like, I mean, I can't lower this any further. So it feels like it's up around my neck a little bit. That being said, you can always tighten these up. Sorry. You can always tighten those up. And it takes it away. What that really kind of does a little bit is kink these up a little bit. And also now I feel like I have a little bitty backpack on my back. So anyway, that is my only complaint about that. Needless to say, most of the time I'm just carrying it like that. It feels so much better. Even now that I've got it cinched up, it doesn't feel like it is so tiny on my back, and my shoulders are plenty enough to keep it in place. So definitely I love the straps from LA Police Gear. Actually, I'm going to loosen these up just a little bit. It feels even better. Again, there's just not a lot of real estate down on this for those guys with big wide shoulders, but you know, there you go. So I don't think that this, what I'm going to try here to do is buckle this and give it a little bit more room. Can do that as well, but you can't bring it down any further, and so it still does feel like it's up in my throat, but this may keep it from sliding off your shoulders if you don't have those broad shoulders. Anyway, this is what it looks like on my body. Love this pack for your scouting, for whatever the case may be. Alright, figured I'd give you a quick look at what the LA Police Gear 24-hour bag looks like. I love the straps from LA Police Gear. You see, these feel like they extend down a little bit farther than the 12 hours did, but you can see how this fits my body. Definitely quite a bit larger backpack compared to the 12. So, I mean, it's almost double the size, really, if we're going by what the manufacturer says of 12 hours, 24. So, it doesn't feel like it's twice as big, but it definitely has quite a bit more storage. The straps definitely fit me much better. The 12 felt like it was kind of up in my throat a little bit. These feel like they extend a little bit further down. You can always cinch it up as well to get that to hug up against your body a little bit more when you're maybe going up a hill or whatever the case is. Get that cinched down tight against your body. Again, I don't normally use the waist straps. As you can see, if I was to use it, it would be up above my navel, wouldn't be on the hip anyway. So the reason you use those is to help relieve some of the weight off of your shoulders, but unless I was carrying it way down like this, almost at the fully extended, it'd be pulling me back this way anyway. So anyway, you just cinch these down like that. It gives a good, nice straps. Again, these have the yoke system, so it extends the weight across the back of your neck. Speaking of which, it also has these buckles here for the Atlas system. I don't have any of the Atlas bags, the Atlas chest pouches. But again, just thought I'd give you a real quick look on what this 24-hour pack looks like on my back. If you can't tell, I love both of these bags. Again, I'm a bit more of a heavier carry kind of guy, and I need the 24 more than I need the 12. You know, you can always leave room in, but you can't add to the amount of storage that a bag has. I just wanted to give you a little bit of a side-by-side comparison between the two. Again, alright, well, as I had these on the table, I thought what better than to bring out the 72-hour bag and see it really side-by-side against the 24-hour. Again, nothing against the 12-hour, but it's kind of in a bracket of its own. If you're in between these two, which would be best for you? I would say for most individuals out there, the 24-hour is going to fill many of those boxes, and you won't necessarily need to get up to the 72-hour 3-day assault pack, the Atlas 72. It's a big bag. You know, unless you're going on hunts all the time or packing a lot of camera gear or what the case is, this is probably going to be something that you might think about, but this is going to fill plenty of those boxes. But you can see there is quite a bit of difference between the two. Let's see if I can get these up next to one another side by side. Alright, let's see if I can get these together side by side here. And so the 72 is definitely a bigger bag. It's got this outer flap here that you can put. I actually have a butt seat in there right now that I use as a butt seat. But you can put additional clothing on the outside. It's got those huge pockets. You can see I got a shooting stick on there right now. But it does have the outer portion pocket here that I was going on a tangent right around here a moment ago. But ultimately, I believe this is 55 liters, comparable to, it was 37 liters. I believe this is what this is. 37 liters versus 55 liters. But either way, really everybody's needs are different. Really, everybody's needs are different, and you know, it's always good to do a little bit of research before you make your purchase. I hope this has pointed you in the right direction on a little bit of a size comparison, again, between the 12-hour, the 24-hour, and now even showing you the 72-hour. Hopefully, for LA Police Gear, they have a bag that'll fit your needs. So bags, I can't wait to show you. I know you've seen both of them on the channel. This is the LA Police Gear 12-hour bag, and it's a really nice compact backpack with a lot of storage, a lot of different features, and the price point is perfect for the quality of bag that you get from LA Police Gear. Man, I haven't had a lot of different hunts and adventures with it yet, but the ones that I have gone, it has exceeded my expectations on this bag from LA Police Gear. And really what we're doing here on the tabletop today is comparing the 12-hour bag to the 511 Tactical Moab 10 Sling Pack. I love sling packs, and the Moab 10 is awesome. Don't get me wrong. I believe that I was a little bit harsh on the Moab 10 when I first received it. I was expecting some differences as far as the design is concerned. The quality is amazing on this pack. Don't get me wrong at all. but there was a couple things that I had a little bit of pet peeves with the Moab 10. That the more that I got to use it, I do feel like that I was a little bit preemptively harsh on the design. I still think they are flaws, but since then 511 has released the Moab 8, and I think that they have changed up the bag just a little bit on a smaller size frame. But anyway, we're going to do a little bit of a comparison here on the Moab 10 and the LA Police Gear 12-hour bag. So let's get right into it. Alright, first off, well, what you need to do is you need to think about what are you purchasing the bag for, what niches are these going to fill, and both of these are what I would qualify as a smaller size pack for what I normally carry. The 12-hour bag, the operator bag, the 72 LA Police Gear 72 Atlas, and also the Condor 3-day assault pack. All of those are much larger backpacks, and you can put a lot more gear in there. I do a lot of self-filming, and so I'm carrying a heavy load with a lot of camera gear. So on these two packs, they both fall into the category of scouting for myself. And I will say that after my initial purchase of the Moab 10, I did begin to look at the 12 hours. The 12-hour from 511, the 12-hour from LA Police Gear, and I ended up going with the LA Police Gear 12-hour bag. Just a lot to do with price. I buy a lot of bags. I don't get sponsored by these companies. This is all out of my own money, so I really have to take into consideration the budget. I'm a budget-friendly kind of guy and a do-it-yourself kind of guy, and so I did go with the 12-hour LA Police Gear versus the 12-hour 511 Tactical. Alright, well, like I said, after my initial purchase of the Moab 10, I did start looking at a 12-hour. It was a little bit smaller than what I anticipated, and not only that, for what I was trying to do, I was kind of overloading the pack, and so I had some complaints about the stabilization. That being said, I have overcome those, and really I'm not putting higher expectations on what this bag than what it was originally designed and intended for. So this is basically my trail camera backpack. I put my trail cameras in here, and when I'm doing scouting, you know, it is a quick, easy, on the go. And one thing I do love about this pack is the Moab system. These straps that come with the pack that attaches to the other Rush bags are amazing. And I don't have any other Rush bags, but what I do have is other uses for them. Basically, on the outside of these bags that do not have a compartment for carrying tripods, this strap is priceless. I use it to connect my tripods to the outside of these bags. So, you know, I know I'm kind of getting off a little bit of the topic of the size comparison, but I figured I'd do a little bit more of a review of what I like about these bags and what I don't like. Alright, again, just doing a little bit of a philosophy of use. Both of these bags fall under my scouting category. You can see they're pretty close in size. The Moab 10 is definitely smaller, but both of these are tiny from what I normally use. And so definitely both of these are on a lightweight scouting mission that I'll go down into the woods and either put trail cameras in, or doing just a quick scout, maybe doing a hunt and those kind of things for turkey and you know, pre-season deer hunting, those kind of things. Alright folks, so let's jump right into it, do a little bit of size comparison between the two. We're going to jump right into the LA Police Gear 12-hour bag. Again, there's a lot of similar compartments between the two. You can see on both of them, they don't have an extended top pouch on either of these bags. So that is almost identical. Also, the dimensions of the front pouch here. The Moab 10 is a bit more narrow and taller, as far as the LA Police Gear is a bit wider and shorter. But let's open up this main compartment. Okay, it clamshells all the way open. This is a 3700. It's a 3700 tackle bag. You can see that it definitely has quite a bit of room in there above and around the backpack or around the tackle tray. So it's a really nice size compartment for the size of the backpack itself. For sure. I mean, there's plenty of what you can do. The inner portion have these mesh zipper pouches, as you can see. As you can see here, it's got these mesh zipper pouches for additional storage and organization. So it has a great main compartment for the size of bag that it is. Now let's do a comparison on the Moab 10. Okay, great zippers. Oops. It also clamshells all the way open, but you can see on the size difference of around and the storage of it. It almost takes up the entire section as far as the depth is concerned. Now you can put two of these in here for fishing purposes. It does hold the other one quite easily, but there's no comparison really on the depth of the main compartment when you're looking at them side by side. I mean, there's a good inch, maybe inch and a half difference between the depth of these pockets, of how deep it is. I'm sure you could stack two, maybe even three of those on top of one another in the 24-hour bag. You know, that's just the main compartment. Again, I didn't touch on the additional storage on the inner portion of the flap here with the mesh pockets. It's set up as an ambidextrous sling pack, so you can set this up and have a left-handed shooter access as well. But let's check out what we got. Alright, we're just going to go over the outside of the Moab 10 real quickly for you, just to kind of get a little bit more idea about the quality and construction. Again, the quality from 511 Tactical is great. I wouldn't question it at all. But I do believe that is 1050 polydenier material. Outside of the bag here, you can see it's got molly webbing on the outside. It does have these also sections here for your morale patches. Along the side here, you also have plenty of molly webbing on the outside. YKK zippers, do believe those are. And one thing about the Moab is it comes with these additional straps here. Now these are to be used as connecting to the other rush packs. This is, you know, being able to pull off of, say, the larger 72-hour bag. But I use them to attach a tripod when I'm using this. Do a lot of self-filming, and so I use these Moab system straps to attach my additional tripod. Speaking of straps, it has a great ambidextrous strap that you can change from one side to the other. There's additional pad that's hidden back here that is same on this side as well. But it's got a really nice strap here. It also has a bit of a comms pouch here. Put your keys, wallet. I usually put some ammo, little ammo in here, a little pouch for my ammo. It is hydration compatible. It's got the hard plastic backing. Actually, it comes in this flap section, but I removed it. It's hard to get back in. So as long as it's in there, giving some rigidity to the pack, it's fine. But it's got a lot of ability to have that airflow. It's got these nice pads here for additional grip and also layer thickness here so you don't, you know, damage your pack over time. Let's get into the main compartment area here. Okay, I'm going to move this out of the way. So it does clamshell all the way open. It's got a nice dump pouch here for additional, you know, if you have a long sleeve shirt, whatever you need to be to keep warm. You're able to put that in here, some dump, maybe a water bottle, whatever the case may be. Go in there and it cinch it down. It does have the ambidextrous flap here that you can unzip from each side, with also pouches as well. Hopefully you can see that. Great zippers again. Let's look at the admin pouch. It does not clamshell all the way open, giving yourself a bit of a pouch at the bottom to allow yourself not to, things won't fall out of your admin pouch. It's got one zipper compartment. It's got key keepers. It's got additional dump pouches, magazine pouches. So plenty of organization in your admin pouch. Again, there's molly webbing all over the outside of the bag. It's a really nice sling pack from 511. Again, I think I was a little harsh on it when I first purchased it. There was a couple items that I wasn't quite happy with the design, and a lot of it has to do with the hydration tube that comes out here, and I'll show you where it lines up. I've seen other videos mentioning it as well, but your tube, it's in the back portion, but it comes out, it would have to go around your sunglasses pouch here to come out the hole. So basically, again, I don't know if this is a big enough complaint, and also you know, water bottles is probably the way to go on something this size for the amount of time that this would be in the field. 10 hours is about all that you'll 511, the Moab 10 is for 10 hours, so hydration might not be high on the top of the list as far as bladders are concerned. But again, I feel like I was a little bit harsh on them when I first purchased the sling pack, and definitely have used it and come to really like the pack much better. I may even look into purchasing the Moab 8 as well, but great quality from 511, great pull handles, great zippers. A little bit high on the price, but I do believe these have come down. I believe when I purchased this originally, it was about $100 or 115 bucks. I see they're on sale on Amazon right now for $80. If you want to jump down, get into the description, click on those affiliate links, help support the channel. But right now they are on sale on Amazon. So anyway, hopefully this is a pretty good size comparison. You can see the difference between the two of these packs. Again, a little bit bigger in the 12-hour versus the Moab 10. But pretty close in size comparison. There's just a little bit deeper main compartment in the 12 versus the 10. But I would recommend either of these packs for any of your use. One thing I did not talk about on the 12-hour is these wonderful straps that are on the 12. Man, they are really nice straps. I'll give you a look at what they look like on, but has the yoke system, has plenty of ventilation to keep your back from getting all sweaty. As you can see, it's got plenty of ventilation to keep your back from getting sweaty. But I'll give you an idea here. I'll put them on and let you check it out. Alright, here you go. Give you a little bit of idea about the Moab 10. Again, it's got a really nice, comfortable strap. Plenty of padding on your shoulder. It extends all the way around. See the size of it on my back. Pretty broad shoulders. My only complaint is that with the weight that you can get, it would have been really nice to have a stabilization strap here. Some of my smaller sling packs have that incorporated. I thought it would have been a really nice addition for 511 to put that in. But as far as the sling pack is concerned, really nice pack. Definitely would recommend it. Again, I'm a bit of a backpack guru, and so I have some pet peeves, and I feel like I was a little hard on them when I first purchased the bag, but definitely a good purchase. Again, I might be looking into that Moab 8 and give it a run. It's a little bit smaller than the 10, but just for a little everyday carry or whatever the case may be, I may be looking into that Moab 8 as well. But I figured I'd just give you a quick look of the size of that on my body. Alright folks, well thanks so much for tuning in with us today on this tactical backpack size comparison. We definitely appreciate you so much for your support. Definitely welcome if you're new to the channel, but if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button to the YouTube channel, and we'll see you next time.